So in the last few days, I've done some shopping and I just want to show you this dress, which is really quite nice. And it's frozen, but yes, it's kind of like that. And it's quite short as well, but it's very nice. I saw them, I came into the shop and I saw like 50 of them. And I was thinking, I really want that. And then I looked at the price, it was like £14, which isn't very much, but I was just like, I only like buying dresses if it's on sale. And I was just thinking, if it were on sale, I'd get it. If it's not, I won't. And then I walked around the corner because it wasn't on sale. And then they had like a selection of stuff that was on sale. And I was like, oh, wow, perfect. There's one of those dresses. And it happened to be my size. So I got it half price. Woo! Yeah, I feel like God's a thief though, because it's like things like that happen to me quite often. And it's just like, well, why is this one on sale and yet all the other 50 of all different sizes are not? And then to find that it's actually my size out of all the different sizes it could have been. This is a bit strange. And I've also got this one as well, which was, you can't see the pattern of it very clearly, but it's very nice and it's like a reddy purpley, and that's also really nice. And that was only £1, which is weird because it said £3, and then when I went to go buy it, it said it was £1, so I got it for £1. Yeah, again, things like that happen all the time, where I think something is cheap and then it turns out to be like even cheaper. But yeah, I'm pretty sure God's a thief. And I also bought this one, which is nice. You can't really see the colours properly, but it's a lovely pinky orangey. Colours don't look quite as nice on there, but it's I was looking for like I've got loads of jumpers, so I shouldn't be having any more jumpers, but I was looking for something a bit more smart, and that's quite smart. Yeah, to talk about what to do, what this video is going to be about, I don't know. Actually, there's something else I wanted to show. I can't. Here it is. Yay, I got this as well. When I went to the Black Country Museum. It's like it's a glow thing. It's a reminder how I much rather be asleep than awake. But anyway, what else to talk about? I haven't got much to talk about today, but I keep thinking about the Big Brother America thing, because in the video that I made on the top, I was talking about my need to go to America and be on American Big Brother, and then it's just like, yeah, I do still have that need, and I don't know how it will be, but I am constantly thinking about like what will happen. I can't figure it out, so I feel like I shouldn't try. But yeah, I know the America one is usually on sooner, which is like June, July. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't got any audition or done anything for that. And so I don't know if if I am going to be on that one or not. But I know that the American audience is far better. And I'm trying to think actually about like the role. I noticed I posted yesterday. I was thinking about the Erica song, that Erica Kane song that Aaliyah did, and yeah, it kind of. I mean, on one hand, I feel like it's her slagging me off, except for the part where it says people turn into a thief. I don't deliberately turn people into thieves, but at the same time, there are a lot of people who turn to thievery. Why? Because they become broke and don't have money, and I think God's a thief too, but I got that for £1, and it's just like, how did that be so cheap? But anyway, I don't know. Feeling is really bad, and I do think though what is going to happen if people do start believing that I'm God, because they might start not fearing God, because they might not fear me at the beginning. There might be a time of chaos where people are not going to know what to think. There is loads of Christian channels where preachers just go on about how they need God's grace, and going on all about the reasons why they need God's grace. And then if you listen to it, knowing that actually God's grace is just me, and that's God just saying you just need me. But they're making out that God's grace is their empowerment, God's empowerment of them, making them, and literally he could go on. They can say something that is just something like you need God's grace, and then he'll take that and then just say all the reasons of what this means to be filled with God's grace, and just bullshit. Everything is just bullshit. And it's just like, how is he going to feel when he knows that God's grace is actually just code, because Anna means grace in Hebrew. So it's just like, actually, that's just saying you just need Anna. That's all it's saying. It's not saying that you're going to be empowered, or that you know, that's God's, all the stuff that he was saying. Just, there's so many Christians are just so stupid. They can take so many small things and then just blow it up to make out that they know what they're talking about. And it's just, how are these people going to feel if they knew that Christ is on earth, and God is a time traveler as well? So God can look back at all their ceremonies and just know what a bunch of crap that they're saying. And this other one was saying how, you know, God knows we're all liars. We're all liars. And then she would go on to lie about how much she loves the Lord for all the reasons that are just clearly not true, because she doesn't know me and isn't talking about me. So um, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that are just they're going to look back on their videos. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that insult me personally, and I feel like that needs to happen because it needs to be personal to me, because there's a lot of people that aren't preachers, that don't sort of, you know, preach shit about the Bible and just say that they know everything about it, even though they don't know nothing about God or the Bible or anything. But yeah, if it's more personal to me, you know, there'll be a lot of people that would insult me. And then they'll think about all the things that they've said about me and be like, oh shit, we shouldn't have said that about Anna because she is actually Christ. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of preachers too that are going to feel it a lot worse, because they might look back on their ceremonies. I want them to look back on their ceremonies, actually. I want to look back on all these YouTube videos that they've been making, and for them to know the actual truth of what, you know, God's grace is, and you know, who the blind are, and who the Antichrist is as well. There's so many people trying to make out that King Charles is the Antichrist, and I don't know, some things they say seems to be a bit like that could be a reason, but I don't know. There is talk in the Bible of a king over everyone, and technically he is the only one that's like actually a king. And I know Thailand have kings and queens. I've been there for like a couple of months. I was there back in 2000 and something else. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really know about other kings, but yeah, it is interesting how he seems to be rounding up a lot of people. But yeah, I'm trying to think about. I think America does play the biggest role in this. Um, Not necessarily for the right reasons. I mean, for the right reasons, yeah, for the right reasons, but not necessarily for good reasons. You know, America does seem to be the heart of starting wars, and in England, in Europe, you know, if a country starts wars, we start getting bottom in the list on Eurovision and stuff like this. So I don't know, it's very frowned upon to start wars, but I guess because America is in their own continent, they've caused a few problems in the Middle East. Not that I care, but at the same time, if they want to lead something, I think that is the best place to lead. Plus, I'm a big fan on the film and music industry, so I think that's, well, the main reason why I like America is because they speak English. You know, all the other countries don't speak English as a first language, and I feel like I wouldn't want to live in a country that doesn't speak English as a first language, because I wouldn't want to feel like I'm a side person. And if I don't speak the country's main first language, then I wouldn't feel like I belong in the country. So that means that I'm either in America, or if I'm going to move somewhere that's hotter, it would be America or Australia or Canada. But Canada have some really, really cold winters. So that would be least. I think I would actually rather stay in England than go through some of those cold weathers. But it's supposed to be really nice in the summer. So I don't know. Yeah, and also Australia can be quite expensive because it's so far away from sort of mainland. I think importing stuff to Australia is really expensive. But Melbourne's an amazing place. I've got cousins that live there, and it's probably the best place in the world. I would say. But yeah, I think America is kind of where my audience is, because I really want to get at Christians who think they know everything about God, and then I want to kind of test them. And so yeah, America is my biggest audience. So if I was to get onto a Big Brother, I think that would be a good location. But yeah, it's true that I haven't actually I wasn't able to get an audition for that place, and or haven't had it. I don't know. Maybe my higher self is just saying, don't think about it, so that in like a month's time, I can be surprised and be like, yeah, you're getting on there. But like, yay, I didn't think I was thought I had a few more months to wait. But I don't know, because that might just, I don't know though, because um, I do like the idea of anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yes, I like the idea of having one. I like cutting this. That's what I like. But he's not really. I think it'd be better if it was a bit. I'd probably prefer a bean one. This a plastic. If I had like a bean one of these, that would be kind of nice. I've gone off topic, haven't I? I don't really know. There was no point to this video.